All right, members of the culture. I am Ra, and you are here. Welcome in, welcome in. I was in a little bit of a talking mood today, and I figured that since I was talking about Devastator recently, I figured I'd talk a little bit more. But this time, we're going to talk about some ultimate power, some real world power. I'm talking about from DC Multiverse. Boom. Monarch. Take it in. Take that in. Look at that, man. And I'm just letting the art speak for itself. So you can see that shit right there. This is a McFarlane digital, which means it comes with a digital figure. I've never used one. If anybody out there has used one, let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think about the McFarlane digital collection? Have you used it? What's so cool about it? What's it like? I don't know. I've never done it. So feel free to share. I would love to hear from you. But this is Monarch. Monarch is an amazing, amazing figure. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that right now. He is, for those of you that I'm not really one that keeps track of bucks and all that kind of stuff, body molds, but he is done on the steel body mold, which is a really good one for a big, powerful figure. My only real knock with this dude is that he doesn't really come with any traditional accessories. He has that display stand right there. That's there, and you have the digital card, collector's card, that stuff's there. But no effects, no change of hands, nothing like that. That's something that I wish he had, honestly. Um, he does display well. I mean, he does display well. You can put him in some amazing basic poses. Like he's going to go great up there where I'm planning him going. He's going to be up there next to the Dark Side Council. You guys know what my Dark Side Council looks like. I'm sure you've seen it before. But if not, you'll get to see a picture here shortly. But my Dark Side Council, I'm going to have him up there. Monarch is one of the more powerful figures. I don't know a lot about him, so I don't want to pretend and tell you, oh, I know everything. No, I don't. Okay, I know very little about this character, except I know he's a badass. I do know that. I know he's going toe to toe with Superman, so I know that not just anybody can do that. Monarch is definitely a bad dude. Um, I have him in a pose similar to Darkseid, and I don't want to spoil everything because I told you pictures are coming on the channel. But basically, he's a really cool figure that I think. Now he poses well, double jointed elbows, double jointed knees, all the stuff that you would typically expect out of him out of this big figure. But he is, and he's his the only real knock I have outside of not having some accessories, I think of like if he had like a flame effect on his fist or something like that, a change of hands, so just something that would really, really be good to have. His head does when you try to move it right here, you can't I don't know if you can tell real good on camera, but right here, this head, there's a strap on his chin. And that strap, if you're not careful, will kind of interfere when you tuck it, try to move his head up or down. If you push back a little bit and maneuver it, it can look down, right? And not a great amount, but better than what you would think. So you just kind of have to watch that so that you don't get it caught, so you don't ship anything or break anything. But that's just something to be aware of. My big thing, as I said, I wish I had more accessories with this. I really, really do. But I cannot complain. Todd gave me yet another, I'm not going to call him obscure, but he gave me another character that we haven't seen, that we might not have expected. And then a lot of lines might not, to be honest with you, may not have given us. So at least Todd did give us this figure, and it is well done. I want to be clear on that. Paint's good. Um, pose as well. Just need some accessories. Now, why? For whatever reason, I don't know if he's. I'd rather you, instead of it being digital and you give me a digital figure, I'd rather you just give me another set of hands, some effects to go around, either the hands or the body. That would have been great. I think the head sculpt's good. You could have done another one if you wanted, but I would rather have that than digital. And I'm not trying to upset the digital collector community. I'm not among you. I'm not judging you. I don't know. I remember I'm asking you to tell me what it's like being a digital figure collector because I'm not. But I can tell you that this is a really good figure, right? So you guys know simply here, I tell you kind of like about the figure basically, and then I tell you at the end of the day whether it passes or it fails. Well, I mean, some things have failed. I know you probably will say, "Man, if you got it, you got it." Then I know it didn't fail. No, I've had things that have failed. Absolutely, excuse me, have. I just have to go back and re-review some figures on here because when we started, we've gone through so many revisions on the review criteria. So we did numbers and letters and percentages. We tried a lot, and we just broke it down to passing and failing. So some by if I went by that criteria right now, there would be some that absolutely failed, right? And I'll go back and look at it, and maybe we'll re-review and re-upload it. You never know. But for right now, we're talking about Monarch, and my final score on Monarch. Monarch passes by the skin of his teeth. Todd, I love you. You know you're doing Todd, Father. You're doing some good stuff, man, and I know you got the license extended by 6 more months. So hopefully you will take that 6 more months and crank out some bangers, man. You've done some good ones. The Batman Returns line, I think, was great. You finally gave us the Scarecrow we deserve. You know, big props on that. I'm pissed at you about that Emerald Twilight being a Walmart exclusive. Oh, that really grinds my gears. I want that figure bad. But nonetheless, again, let me stay on task here. For Monarch, by the skin of your teeth do you pass, because this one was close. It's not that the figure's not good. It's not that it doesn't articulate decently, because it does. But I would have liked some more accessories. I don't know if that's just a thing that you're going to do with digital figures. And if that's the case, then maybe I'll have to grade digital figures on a little bit more of a curve, because I'll come to not expect accessories with them. But in the meantime, for right now, skin of your teeth, Monarch passes. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the comments down below. Do you have Monarch? Are you planning on picking up this beast? What do you think about him? Do you know about the character, the history of him? Educate those of us like myself that may not be up on him. Share. Remember, this is an interactive experience, folks. But that's my opinion on Monarch. Let me know what you think. And until we meet again, please continue to stay tuned. Please continue to stay collecting. And above all, please continue to stay great. Todd, watch yourself.